Hello, welcome to episode 13 of the Datapack tutorial series, version 1.21. Trying to speak too quickly. We're going to be disabling damage types. So let's have a quick little look at what I'm talking about. So here's a cactus. I can stand on it. Cool. Okay. Now some damage types. Here comes the waffling. If you want to see how it's done, you can skip ahead using timestamps. So some damage types we can turn off using a game rule. Game rule. We look down here, we can see we have, let's find one, we've got drowning damage, that's the one I'm currently using, but we've got fall damage, fire damage, so let's just use drowning damage, and if I set that to true, if I stand on the cactus, now I get hurt. If I set it back to false, now I don't. So how come turning off drowning damage is stopping the cactus from hurting me? Well, let's have a little quick look. Damage player for one will do. We've got a lot of different damage types. Now there isn't a game rule for every single one, but there is a damage tag list. So if we go over to, here we go, Wiki, I'll put links to these in the description, is drowning. So if we turn off this is drowning game rule, or drown damage, it disables Minecraft drown. So what we can do is we can get one of the other damage types and add it to this tag list. So here is all the damage types, and we can just pick one of those. I picked cactus because there isn't a game rule to turn it off, so it's sort of a good example. And all we're doing is adding it to a tag list. So we disable drowning damage. It goes and looks at the tag list and it says, oh, what's in here? I will disable everything in here. So that is basically how it's working. Let's get on and build it now. Right, here we are in VS Code, and I have added inside Minecraft tags. I've added the folder damage type, and inside damage type I've added is drowning. So that is our damage type tag here, is drowning, and the vanilla version only contains drown. So we're going to be adding to that. So let's go back and we'll type it ourselves. There's no point using Misode for this one. It's a nice little quick one. All I'm going to do is put some values in, and the values I'm going to put in are going to be, and we'll pick a damage type, Minecraft, and it's listed them all for us. And I picked cactus. Save. There we go. It's literally that simple. Now, when we turn off the game rule for drowning, it's going to come into here as well and go, oh, you want me to disable cactus as well. So that will disable cactus. But it will also disable drowning. So what you could do, if you wanted, if you say, well, on my map, I want the player to still be able to drown, but I don't want them to take cactus damage, or I don't want them to take campfire damage. So let's change it to campfire just for fun. Then what we could do, up the top, we can put in a replace and say true. And what we've done is instead of adding to the vanilla is drowning, we've overridden it. We've replaced it. So now it only contains campfire, which means we can still drown if we turn the drowning game rule off, but we shouldn't be able to take campfire damage. So let's do a little test of that. That's a bit of F5. I suppose if I get some water, let's make a little hole. Boink, boink, boink. Okay, and we'll need a campfire as well, because we switched it to campfire, didn't we? So let's take that campfire. Let's do a reload. So, game rule. Drown. Why is there so many Ds? What's the last one? Drowning damage. True. Okay, so that should it should hurt me if we're in survival. Yeah. Let's get a campfire. Ooh, yeah. And let's just sink down here and enjoy the atmosphere as our bubbles slowly disappear. Come on, pop down, see if we'll take some drowning damage. Just a little bit longer. Come on. No air. Okay, and we take drowning damage. Right. Now, if we do a reload just to make sure. Let's turn drowning damage to false. And remember, we've overridden the vanilla one because we have put replace true, so it should only stop campfire damage now. So cactus still hurts me. Come on, let's get in there now. I should have brought a book with me, something to read while we're just sitting under the water and then waiting for the bubbles to slowly tick down. I don't think there's a way you can actually affect this. No. Okay, what about campfire? Campfires are absolutely fine. There we go. So, you can override one of the damage type tags. You think, well, I'm not going to turn off drowning damage in my map. I want people to drown. I can put anything I like in here. Let's see what we've got. Is there something else that's easy to test? Dry out? No, I think that's for axolotls and dolphins, so they don't drown on the land. Or drown on the land? I suppose sort of drowning. In fire? Hot floor? Lava. Ah, okay, lava. Save. Let's have a look. Is there a lava game rule? Let's do reload first, just so I don't forget. Game rule. Lava source conversion. Do you know what? I have no idea what that is, but it's not a damage type. So I think let's get a little bit of lava and see if we can now stand in that instead. Creative mode. Bucket of lava, please. Let's get ourselves a little hole. Pop it in. Okay. Game rule. Drowning damage. False. Now, campfire should hurt us again now, because we've taken that out of the list. Yeah. Water, we can't be bothered to check. Cactus, yeah. Lava? Ah, we can stand in lava. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. Ah. So what's happening here? So, that's very strange, isn't it? So we're fine if we're in the lava and on fire and burning to death. We don't take any damage because we've disabled lava damage. But if we get out the lava, then we take damage. Now that is my best bet. That is because it is a type of fire damage. So it's not the lava that's damaging us anymore. It's the fact we're on fire. So we could probably stop that as well with a Minecraft. There must be a fire here somewhere. Fireball in fire. I would have thought it would be more on fire. Ah, there we go. On fire. And there is one. Okay, let's see if that's the right one. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Ah, cool. Now I can be sort of what? Who am I? Ghost Rider. Whoa. There we go. Anyway, I stretched that out quite a while, didn't I? So you can just get any damage type you like. Oh, that's much better. And add it to a list. Let's say in the game rule, there are a few. So we had the drowning damage. Let's see if there's any others. We've got fall and fire damage, so we could turn those off. Freeze damage we can turn off. Any others? I don't really see any others. So that's it. That's all it lets you turn off. And if we go and have a look at the lists, we can see is drowning. Only turns off drown unless we change the file ourselves. But we could also go, what else did we have? We had is fire. That looked like one. Oh, so is fire. If you turn that off, it's going to turn off campfire, fireballs, hot floor, in fire, lava, on fire, and unattributed fireball. Okay, fine. Is freezing turns off only freeze damage. So you've got a choice of which one you want to affect. Now, I did notice for is drowning, it says here, damage types for this tag are ignored if the drowning damage game rule is set to false or if the player has a water-breathing potion effect. And I thought that's pretty cool. You could have a cactus-proof potion or something like that. But it doesn't actually seem to work because what I found is, let's get into creative so I can give myself a water potion. It doesn't seem to stop the damage. It seems to stop your bubbles going down. Survival mode. So we still have our game mode on. So it stops your bubbles going down. And you don't get damaged till the bubbles run out. So it didn't seem to work for me, because I could still rub up against the cactus and I was still taking damage. So if you find that problem, go, hey, why isn't this here working as it says? I think I might have missed something out or misunderstood something, because I couldn't get it to work either. Anyway, I said I waffled on for a bit, and then I just went and waffled on for even more. I'll let you go. Have a nice day. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.